Zustand is a powerful statement management library for React applications that help developers manage the state of their components in a simple, efficient, and scalable way. It takes a similar approach to Redux, but with a much simpler API and a fewer boilerplate code. Let's start setting up Zustand by first installing the dependency. Run npm install Zustand in the terminal. The next step is to define a type of how our store should look and match like. For this, we need to create a type called register user store and add a first name, last name, email, password, and as last, terms agreed. Besides setting the basic properties, we also need to define the setters. As last, let's also add a getter to get the full name. After we are done defining how our store should look like, we can begin creating the store. Create an export variable called useRegisterUserStore and assign it to the create function from Zustand. In order to get type safety, add or just create type as a generic to the create function. Currently, you will not get any TypeScript error telling you that the properties are missing. However, when we return an empty object inside the create function, it will show the following error telling us that it's missing the properties of the registerUserStore type. An easy fix for this is to add the properties that are missing and implement the functionalities for them. Let's set the normal properties to the default value. The last step in the store is to implement the setters. It looks very similar to a set state from React, but with a taste of Zustand. Add a set parameter to the function. With a set function, you can update the state of the store. Let's implement the setters. Just use the set function and update the proper property with the new value from the parameter. To implement the get full name function, we need to add one more parameter to the create function, and that is get. With the get function, we can get our current state of our store. Finally, we can get the first name and the last name and return them both as one string. The store is done. We can now go to our React component and use the register user store. To call our store, we can simply call the variable we were exporting and then tell in it what property we want to access. Let's do it for all the properties we need. Before we continue, there's something very important to know. Please do not get the whole store via one variable. This will re-render all places you use the state in, even if only one property from that store gets updated. Now, let's add those properties and setters to the correct inputs. Finally, we can start adding the inputs. For all the normal inputs, we just need to add a value and assign it to the value we get from the store. Last, we need to handle the change of the value via the onChange, like you would do with a vanilla React state. Let's do it for all fields. We are missing one text field and that's the get full name. Let's also add that. Finally, it will look something like this when testing out. As you may see, it works and the store gets updated. Thanks for watching and I will see you in the next one.